Imagine a painting with no fire, no monster, no hellscape. And yet it might be one of the most unsettling images ever painted. No claws, no horns, nothing grotesque. Just a young man, crowned, robed like royalty, holding a single gold coin, smiling straight at you as if he already knows your answer. This is Allegory of Satan, Lord of the World. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why so many people say this is the most disturbing depiction of the devil in art history. Let's break it down piece by piece. This painting was created by Ludwik Stasiak, a Polish artist working around 1900. Today it hangs quietly in the National Museum in Krakow, Poland. Outside of Poland, almost nobody knows his name. But in his own time, he was a remarkably active figure, a painter, an illustrator, a journalist, and a historian. Most of his surviving work has nothing to do with anything demonic. He painted Polish countryside scenes, portraits of peasants, and patriotic historical moments meant to preserve a national identity, which makes this one painting feel like it came from a completely different artist. To understand why he painted this, you have to understand what Poland was going through. In 1900, Poland didn't exist as a country. It had been split apart for over a century between three empires: Russian, Prussian, and Austro-Hungarian. Its language, culture, and identity were constantly under pressure of disappearing. And at the exact same time, the entire Western world was going through its own crisis of faith. Darwin had already shattered the literal biblical account of creation. Nietzsche had declared that God was dead. Factories, money, and industry were rising to replace religion as the thing people organized their lives around. This painting sits right at that crossroads. The first thing that stands out is his posture. This isn't a devil lunging at you or breathing fire. He's seated, comfortable, composed, like a monarch holding court. Stasiak dressed him exactly like one, a deep red and green robe, the traditional colors associated with royalty and the church. Around his neck hangs an ornate medallion, the kind of jeweled collar worn by medieval kings and high-ranking clergy. On his head sits a crown, and in his other hand, he holds a golden scepter topped with a tiny demon figure, a twisted mockery of spiritual and political authority. Behind him, a pair of large, bat-like wings spread out, gray and dull, deliberately clashing with the richness of his clothing, a quiet reminder of what he really is beneath the costume. The throne itself is flanked by carved lion heads. That's not decorative by accident. In the New Testament, the devil is described as a roaring lion, prowling around, looking for someone to devour. Even the furniture is part of the warning. To the side of the throne, you'll notice peacock feathers. In symbolic tradition, the peacock represents vanity and pride, considered the first and most serious of the deadly sins, and the very sin that, according to Christian theology, caused Lucifer's fall from heaven in the first place. So even the smallest background detail is tied directly back to the central theme of the painting: pride, temptation, and downfall. Scattered across the floor around the throne are skulls, some wearing crowns, some in soldiers' helmets, some in simple hats. These aren't there to shock you. They're a record. Kings, warriors, and nobles who all once sat exactly where you're standing now, all of whom believed they could strike a deal with the smiling figure in front of them. The skulls aren't victims of some external evil. They're proof of a choice. And that brings us to the most important detail in the entire painting: the trail of gold coins running across the foreground floor. It winds directly between the skulls and leads straight up to the throne, almost like an invitation. The intended way to read this painting is from the bottom up, as if you are the one walking that path, bending down, picking up each coin one by one, until you finally look up and find yourself face to face with him, his hand extended, offering you the very last coin. Here's the strange part. After finishing this painting in 1900, Stasiak almost completely stopped painting. From 1901 onward, he devoted himself mostly to writing historical novels and essays instead. Nobody knows exactly what pushed him to create this one image, since he wasn't known as a symbolist painter at all. But intentional or not, the message he left behind is unmistakable. Ambition has a price. That trail of gold coins always ends in the same place, and the skulls at his feet aren't victims of evil. They're people who made exactly the same decision being offered to you, right now, in this very painting. So tell me, do you read this painting the same way? Or do you think there's something else hiding in it that we haven't talked about yet? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one.